So today we got a chance to catch up with a really super real estate agent. Had a pretty good surprise for me today. Want to see how this thing works in real time? Stay tuned to this episode of the Renovation Rundown. My name is Sean Thompson. I'm one of the nation's leading experts on home loans with built-in renovation financing. And this is the Renovation Rundown. All right, we're live. We're recording, man. So tell me what happened today.
So today we're closing, and I'm closing.
That's always a good sign. We're closing.
Yeah, especially, representing a buyer that was, we must have shown him dozens of houses, put offers on a half a dozen of them, got rejected, got discouraged, disappeared for a minute, came back, got rejected again. When we found a house in the neighborhood that he wanted to be in, but it was an ugly duckling. It was a time capsule, or it is a time capsule of the 70s when the current owner bought it. And they're going to close on a house on low threes. They're going to put some work into the house by way of, a mortgage with built-in renovation.
That's my slogan.
With it built right in, and they're going to take this diamond in a rough, this ugly duckling, and they're going to have probably a 450 house when they're done.
So how many homes did they bounce off of before they decided to choose a different route to getting what they want?
Listen, this started, the first house I showed them was pre-COVID. It was just before COVID hit. It was like maybe the month before. Then they came out.
Man, you guys been looking for a while then.
Oh my God, yeah. We looked at probably 2-3 dozen houses, like their first round. COVID hit, they disappeared. Then they came back with a sense of urgency. They needed to be out by a certain time. They live in Brooklyn or Queens. They're paying really high rent, and their lease was up. And A, there's no inventory, right? B, they were putting offers on houses in desirable neighborhoods that were getting 20, 30 offers on the house, and we would be close but no cigar, always the bridesmaid but never the bride, and keep putting in, hold our offer as a backup. And we started, I told them to stop. What buyers have a tendency to do is to start scattering. When they don't get what they want, they start moving away from where they really want to be to like wherever they think their money is going to take them. And I said, let's focus on where you want to be. And we found a house that had a lot of as-is language in the listing, and a lot of responsible for this in the listing.
So you sort of took them off the traditional path and sort of made the suggestion that you might get what you want if we try finding homes being sold at a discount because of its condition, and then I get you a home loan with built-in renovation financing, and I'm always curious as to how that conversation goes from the realtor perspective, because that's the magic, right? If you can talk the customer into walking that path with you, you get what you get right now, and here they are closing. And I know there was another lender involved that you kind of were skeptical about, and you got it over to me and my team, and we were able to perform in record time, because that's the other side of it too, is you got to be able to close it on time, right?
Yeah, and you're right. And everybody knows somebody that thinks they are a realtor or thinks that they're a mortgage person, and just like everybody else, they had somebody that wasn't the right person. And so I connected them with you guys, and I actually thought it was pretty aggressive that you said that you would be able to close by this day. This is the exact day that you said. And we're actually we will have done that whole renovation loan process that people think is so complicated.
And
We
they
will
didn't do a
do that.
small amount in renovation. They did a lot of repairs. Like they're
Oh,
doing
no.
an extensive remodel on this house.
Yeah. What is it? Over 70, 80,000. I mean, they're doing bathrooms, kitchens,
Yep, yep,
they're
yep.
doing a lot of stuff to that house. Um, uh, but what the conversation started with saying, hey, it's now part of the word inventory as it relates to housing is part of the lexicon of buyers now, or the lack of inventory. And I said, well, what if we can create your inventory? What if we can create your opportunity? We find a house with good bones that is a diamond in the rough. Those are the ones. Let's start looking at the ones in the neighborhood you want to live in with the higher days on the market. And that's what we went after. We're actually getting the house for less than what it was listed at, which is unusual in today's market, right?
And they're paying less the cost to buy plus the cost to renovate than they would if they were finding a house that was already in perfect condition, which you'd have to win the bid too, which they weren't having luck with, and then B, the two numbers combined are a little bit less than what they would pay for it, right?
Well, correct, because we had little to no competition on the house that they're purchasing today. On the other houses, you're paying some investor or flippers premium for having renovated the house, and you don't know who did the work and the quality of the work behind the scenes, besides, what you might find out in the home inspection. So this way, they're going to get the house renovated to their taste by contractors that are beholding to them, not to an investor that's looking to make a profit.
Well, look, here's what I'll say, and thank you for jumping on. You just called me to say thanks, and I said,
Yep.
whoa, stop talking. Let's get this on video, But here's
Yeah.
here's what I want to say. You're not a home selling slouch. I say this to you all the time, man. You really know what you're doing, but I think leading the way with your peers to kind of help their customers see this as a viable option will really be a good way for buyers to maybe participate in home ownership, where otherwise they would just simply get frustrated in an inventory deprived market with just a ton of competition right now. You just said it. Your customer didn't have a lot of competition on his house.
Right. Well, listen, Sean, I know you a long time, and I don't need to blow smoke at you. You have always led the way in this space. So because of what I do and where I do it, I do get a lot of these sort of ugly duckling listings that I really wish would go to end users. They end up going to investors because a lot of end users don't have the vision. And so being on the buy side of this particular transaction, I knew what to do because this is what I encourage other people to do. So yeah, it would help me make better co-brokers, right? The more agents that know about the opportunity to do this kind of stuff, with renovation financing, it would create better cooperating brokers for me. It would make my job easier as both a buyer's agent and a seller's agent.
So last couple seconds, one last thing I want you to do. Tell everybody who you are, where to find you, all right, and what your contact information is. I'm going to put it on the bottom anyway, but I want people to hear who you are, what you're doing, so that your peers can learn from you. You can attract more customers and kind of help people through this.
Okay. My name is James Hughes. I'm a broker salesperson with Compass Real Estate. We're located in Montclair, New Jersey. My phone number is 201-675-1210. And you can find me on Instagram at James William Hughes, Hughes. That's my Instagram.
Folks, you heard it right here. I mean, this is proof. We're seeing it real time, a customer using it and making out the right way, especially when you got the right real estate professional. All right. So look, stay tuned. Come back here. We'll show you how to do this. Thanks, James. We'll catch you later.
Nice seeing you.